Hello and welcome to No Second Season. I had a fabulous 2 weeks away on holiday over Christmas and New Year. It rained every day. I returned home and it's today 35 degrees. Neither bike did a whole load of work at Thredbo. So Desmond's fine, he's had a wash and a spanner check. So I can tuck him away somewhere. But Stumpy, he's 8 years old, he needs some attention. So Stumpy's also had a wash and a spanner check, and I'm going to treat him to some new grips. I really was putting off buying them. This is only my second pair. This pair is the second pair I've had in those 8 years, so it's not done bad, but you can tell how much I fall off. So I'm going to treat him actually to some second-hand grips because EBIII has the same grips. They're both specialised. So I'm going to take these off EBIII and put them onto Stumpy. So as EBIII is primarily my bike packing bike, so I spend lots of hours pedalling on him, I've bought some grips with bar ends. I know they're a bit old-fashioned, but you know me, I really don't give a damn. I just thought they might be handy when you're pedaling for hours and hours and you just want to change position. So let's get them on EBIII first. You can adjust the grip and you can adjust the bar end. Oh, I could colour all this. So this is where where the anodising's gone. It's where I fall off. So that's the new bar end grips fitted to EBIII. I bought them from the local bike shop. They're actually giant. Ergo Max Plus lock-on grip. And they're only 40 bucks, so I didn't think that was too bad at all. Especially as it'll improve EBIII and solve the problem with Stumpy. So 2 birds with 1 stone, just for 40 bucks. Pleased with that. Sadly, I haven't been bike packing this Christmas holiday. I'm not a fan of short bike packing tours. I know beggars can't be choosers, but I'd rather not bother than not enjoy it. So I just need to bide my time and wait until I can go on the tour that I want to do. When that'll be, I don't know. It's ever so frustrating though, and I'm dying to get out bike packing. Excuse my sweatiness, it's very hot today and very hot in my garage. Rotate your brake cylinders so they're parallel to the ground. Screw this hose, clip and empty vessel into the first cylinder you're going to bleed. This is the rear brake in the UK. Protect my brake pads from any spillage. 7mm ring spanner on the bleed screw. So I've got a syringe that I've allowed some fluid to drain down a pipe, and I'm going to put that onto the bleed screw like so. So it will have a little bit of air in it. Just tap it, get that air bubble out of there, and then I'm going to undo the bleed screw. You can see some air's actually coming backwards out of there, and I'm going to gently squeeze this syringe, and up here you can see the filthy fluid. Now I'm going to tighten up the bleed screw, and again pump through till I get some clean fluid at the master cylinder. You can see the second syringe is still quite dirty. It's getting cleaner, but I'll do another one. and you can see the mucky fluid coming through. So there you go, Shimano brakes on my Stumpy, easy to bleed. I love the feel of them, they're such good brakes. On Desmond I have guide brakes and they're terrible, they have a terrible feel and they're awful to bleed. The only good thing about the guide is they use standard car brake fluid, .4, .5.1. One more job I'll do now is just check that the rear damper has air in it. I'm sure sometimes it loses a lot of air, or perhaps it just gets overheated when I'm riding because the bike gets lower and lower. I get lots of pedal strikes, especially if I'm leaning over on flat corners. So I'll just check the rear damper pressure. I do struggle pumping up the rear shock. You're supposed to do it to 300 psi with that silly little pump and then sag it, but I just do it to 180 psi. So it's at 120 psi, so it has lost some. And I find you have to pump really hard. That's 180, I'll just go a little bit over because it always loses a bit. So, for all the naysayers about my quick release pedals, let's take a look at them because I think I've done quite a bit of rough riding now. I'll give it a quick clean up and we'll take a look. This is my left hand coupling. There's no signs of distress or fracture. Obviously it'd be ideal if I could get it crack checked, but I can't afford that. I'm not expecting these to last forever, but I'm pretty pleased with them so far. So that can go back in. I like to put a dab of anti-seize or grease on my pedal threads. You get this special spanner with them because they're very narrow. Let's have a look at the right hand one. So this is my right hand coupling. Let's have a good look. In this radius here is where I'm particularly looking. And again, I can see no signs of stress, distress, cracking. Let's get it back in. Dab of anti-seize. Here's my left pedal, my foot forward pedal. So play wise, no play in the bearings, inspecting, checking on this radius. It looked like a crack, but it was it's a piece of fluff. So it looks good and that can go back on. The right hand one sounds a bit gritty. Bearing sounds a bit dry, so I might be having to replace it at some time in the near future. The radiuses look good. I need to check the platform as well. You can see the massive pedal strikes I've had with them and that they're surviving fine. I'm really impressed with these pedals. Super impressed with them. They are a bit small. So thumbs up for my Promend pedals. I am really, really pleased with them. So there we have it. Stumpy has been well and truly serviced. I could remove the tyres and clean out the old sealant, but I really can't be asked. The rear one does keep going down, but I'll live with that. So he's ready to go. If you found anything interesting in this video, please log into your Google account, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do, that'd be great. And if you'd like to comment or ask a question or tell me I've done something wrong, stick it down in the comments below and I'll be pleased to answer. So from me in my very hot and sweaty garage, it's a goodbye for now.